Hi, Jen Gilchrist here with another channeled message. These are timeless in nature. So I would love to hear how this resonates with you, where you're from. Hit subscribe and like if you enjoy this content. The Syrian Council came through, and this is who we're going to work with today. So let me just jump into it and see what the messages are. We're excited to come through today to help make sense of some of the energies you've been feeling recently. Over the past couple of weeks in particular, you've been receiving high levels of information downloads and energetic upgrades coming from the cosmos, from the sun, from the earth, through all directions. Really, you're experiencing a tremendous shift, and this may feel like a bit of a pressure cooker, and your energy might be feeling unsure. Is it coming? Is it going? Your experience of time could be either very expanded or moving very quickly. In fact, likely vacillating between those two scenarios in a way that your mental mind can't quite make sense of. And that is completely normal for what it is that's happening. It's an energetic upgrade. In some ways, you could look at this from being, you might feel that your physical body is actually kind of between two timelines. Energetically, spiritually, you've chosen this upgraded timeline by receiving the activations and where you are consciously on your spiritual journey, where you've decided to move forward and ahead with. So that decision's been made. However, the energy of the body has a little lag time. It works a little bit slower than your spiritual energy. And so this discombobulation or dysregulation you might feel emotionally or physically through feeling drained or extra emotional, or maybe just having trouble sometimes focusing or having energy one day and not day the next, that is completely to be expected. And so, one, we just wanted to bring this to your awareness so you don't judge yourself. What's wrong with me? Why can't I get this project done? All of those earthly mental chatters that might be going on as you're trying to operate from what you might consider a more normal range. And it just may not be that way. And that's okay. It's exactly what is to be expected during this time. In fact, we want to encourage you to let go of those shoulds. We realize that you do have certain levels of responsibility, but also sometimes you are choosing those shackles. You always have choice. And so we want to invite you to choose more time and spaciousness where you can, even if it's just pockets of time, 10 or 15 minutes of sitting in the sun, 10 or 15 minutes of taking a walk, 10 or 15 minutes of quieting your mind or listening to music or meditation. Those will go a long way, and you do have time to choose that. Yet many of you do not. This will help you tremendously. Also, pay special attention to your body. What are your intuition? What is your hunger cues? What is it that you actually desire? Are you choosing through emotional numbing or satisfaction more so than what your body is craving? You might have unusual cravings, and that's okay. Or you might be ignoring or not tuning in or asking the body its needs. Extra amounts of fruits and vegetables and water is going to be extremely helpful at this time. Adding lemon to your water or citrus to your water can actually also be very cleansing and hydrating for you at this time. So choosing what feels good for you that's going to support and nourish your body and your energy will also make this time more easy to integrate on an energetic level. Just know that you're doing great work. You're moving through a lot of energy. You're amplifying into a new level of manifestation, a new level of a new stratosphere, if you will, energetically. So it will possibly feel new, and though ultimately lighter to you and perhaps exciting to you, there could be a level of distrust or confusion or uncertainty that you might unconsciously be running through your mind or through your mental body that is sort of dampening the experience. Again, all normal, all part of the process, all part of the purging, all part of recalibrating is really a great way to describe what's going on. You're recalibrating your physical, emotional, mental bodies to align with that higher energetic leap that you have taken. And the result of that is going to be wonderful. The result of that is going to be clarity. It's going to be breathing easier. It's going to be standing in your truth more naturally, more easily, just sharing from your heart, more sharing, more clarity about who you are and what you actually desire. Things are going to come into focus. A vision and a pathway is going to seem much more clear. And you're going to move beyond hope into excitement and into enthusiasm and into knowing that you are on track. You can create this vision that's there for you. It's not just an airy fairy dream. It's who you are and who you came to be. Your soul's blueprint is awakening within you, and it's becoming more and more clear and palatable. And it's very exciting. It's very exciting for us to view from our perspective, as well as for you to experience when you embrace it. So notice those fears and just see them as opportunities to move through and to shift through and to let go. Recognize that you are just witnessing what is already shedding and letting go. You don't have to get stuck or try to figure out. It's happening. It's happened. You've chosen. You've upgraded. Now let the purge happen so that the recalibration can be a smoother, quicker journey, and you can move on to the good stuff, the joy and the grace and the ease that will follow from this new vantage point and perspective, this elevated confidence you have with knowing you're aligned with your vision. That's exciting. You may not have all the answers exactly figured out, but you're going to have a deeper sense of clarity and confidence in moving forward towards them, and that's exciting. So don't let those fears get in the way. Just know that during this time, it will be a little discombobulating and dysregulating potentially for the nervous system as you're going through this purge and recalibration process. You're doing wonderful. Keep going. There's much good things to come for you. And thank you. I always like the Syrian. I feel very connected with the Syrian energy, so that felt very good. I like I feel like the Syrians have a little, like a bit of a, organization. They can bring some structure to what might feel like unstructured, can kind of bring a plan. They're good at organizing information and finding that path forward in a more practical way. So yeah, enjoy that. I would love to hear how that resonates for you. And let me know in the comments below. And we will talk again soon. All right. Check out also, I wanted to mention, we have a couple of new retreats on the calendar. So you might want to check that out. We have Swimming with the Wild Dolphins in Egypt. We have Bali, we have Mount Shasta and other things. And depending on when you're listening to this, as these are timeless in nature, I will just put the all retreats calendar page into the description area so you can check them out if you feel called to do some really powerful in-person transformational work together. All right. Bye for now.